What up, everybody? It's your boy Theo here, and welcome to episode 3 of Run Your Race with my boy AJ Richardson.
What up, beautiful people?
There you go, this beautiful people stuff again.
There's a lot of beautiful people in the world, you know.
Agreed. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone for the support and the love you're showing me and my boy AJ on our very first podcast, and it's been amazing, bro. Like, we came into this thing with a vision. We came into a thing with something we wanted to just give everybody the platform to show everybody there's a different race in both fields, off the court and on the court, and just how you can get through the ups and downs. And we wanted to be the first people to give everybody a chance to talk about that and show and be vulnerable and give us their experience and stuff like that. And y'all have given us that, and by listening to us. And we started off with high school. We started off from the very beginning. We started off with the ups and downs from high school. And then we got to college, started off with the ups and downs of that. And now we're the real life stuff. We're the real life stuff, and we about to talk about the real.
When it gets real.
And it definitely gets real. And like I said, like we said the last podcast with the college edition, when you get out of college, it's on and popping. And you know, the training wheels is off.
It's off.
The training wheels is off, and you really gotta.
Ain't nobody waiting on you to do nothing, none of that.
You gotta make plays. You gotta make plays.
For sure.
You're gonna get hit with a different type. You're gonna get hit with haymakers. You're gonna hit with different type of obstacles, and you gotta be ready to move on and move forward. And that's what we're gonna talk about here today. I'll start this week. So first off, everyone knows I went to Carolina, which I will mention again.
I was about to say, I think we know now.
Yeah. Hey, we definitely know now. Went to Carolina, and coming into Carolina, being a top 10 recruit, feeling really good about my chances going to the pros. As everybody knows, I'm with the Dallas Mavericks right now. Appreciate the love from them and have another opportunity, and can't wait till the season starts. But yes, coming out of college, well, going into college, I felt like I had a good opportunity going to the league. You know, you top 10, you really walk and do it at that point. So was ready for that next step, just wanted to enjoy college. And not unfortunately, but I had to do 4 years, which was okay with me. And went and did 4 years, went into the draft my senior year and didn't get drafted. Top 10 pick. I mean, not top 10 pick. Top 10 in the country and didn't get drafted. Mm-hmm. So, listen, you got to keep working. You never know what's going to happen. And you got to be ready for every obstacle.
I feel like that motivated you a little bit more, huh?
Oh, for sure. For sure. It definitely motivated me. And I would say this too also. I don't know if I would be more ready if I left my freshman year than I did my senior year. I think I was more ready leaving my senior year just because mentally I was more sharp. Physically, I was more sharp. So as I got to the league, I felt like I was more ready than I would have been my freshman year. You know what I'm saying? So just little stuff like that. I know everybody want to rush to the league and get there and do what they want to do and make all the money. Yeah, hey, listen. First of all, with the NIL, you're making money.
You're making money already.
You're making money. You don't got to worry about that right now.
Man.
So, like I said, it was a tough because when you start playing basketball and you see the draft, that's what you dream about. You dream about hearing your name getting called by the commissioner and just having that moment with your family and friends and everyone. You know what I'm saying? So, not having my name get called and I had a good little gathering with my family and friends who've been there throughout the whole journey. And we all just watched the draft together. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough. It was tough not hearing your name called and understanding like, all right. Because you know at a certain point, not everybody know this, but at a certain point during the draft, all right, I'm not getting drafted. So what's the next step? So it was kind of a little awkward moment. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody there, like, oh, you might get drafted. But my thing is, I was killing in my draft workouts. Killing. Yeah. So, and sometimes it just didn't work out for me. And it was one of those things where I had to use it as motivation. And before the draft ended, I knew I was going to Brooklyn anyway. So my first 2 years, I was with Brooklyn. Third year with the Knicks. Fourth year with Dallas, and now I'm about to start my 5th year with Dallas again. So before I get too deep into all that, we're going to go to you. You're going off 4 years of college, 1 year at Fayetteville State, 3 years at North Carolina A&T. What was next for you?
I didn't even know, right? I knew I wanted to be in sports.
Yeah.
And I knew I wanted to do something with social media, marketing, things of that nature, but I didn't know what none of that stuff looked like. So I worked at CP3 Basketball Academy in Winston-Salem, North Carolina for a couple months. And then after that, I moved to Houston and started working with CP3 LLC, working day-to-day with CJ Paul. And pretty much on all the calls, learning the business, learning the CP3 umbrella, the endorsement deals, the brand partnerships, connecting, networking, and things of that nature. So pretty much did that. And now I call myself the dot connector, right? So now I look at myself as how can I connect these dots in the sports industry that can help myself and other brands, other athletes to the world and things of that nature. You know?
Got you.
That's what's next, and it's still going. It's still going.
For sure. That's dope. So speaking of connecting the dots, I'm out here so imagine going from college, having your dream taken away of hearing your name called on draft night. Sitting there, having to refocus, okay, I got to prove myself. I got to prove I belong. Right. So I get a 2-way contract with Brooklyn my first year. I'm like, okay. And this is the first year 2-way was a thing. So no one really knew what it was. So it was like, okay.
Explain that to the world.
Yeah. 2-ways is basically like half with so you had a total of 45 games you could be with the NBA team, and then the rest you're with the G League team. So you're just doing both. And they're like basically developing you to get onto the NBA team and just seeing if you're good enough. So I took that challenge and I played pretty well. I made first team all rookie. I personally believe I should have been MVP. Rookie of the year. My teammate won MVP. No, my teammate was runner-up MVP. So I knew I didn't have a chance of that, but I should have been MVP of the G League for sure. Just because my team was in the championship and we lost in the finals. I know we lost in the finals, but the person who won rookie of the year, we smacked them, and I was cooking. So that didn't make sense to me. But what does nowadays?
What
you know
does,
what I'm saying?
what
does nowadays? Now we got monkeypox. I don't know, but
look,
what's going on?
It's gonna be something else.
Exactly. Yeah, we can't drink water no more or something.
Right.
Like that. Yeah,
it's gonna be something crazy.
So, but long story short, on my Brooklyn stint, I played well. That I was improving every month. My confidence was getting higher, and I signed a 1-year deal the next year. And what's crazy is, and I'm gonna shoot it straight. Like I said, we're gonna keep it real on here.
Facts.
When I first found out I was going to Brooklyn, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get some time. They weak.
Right.
They wasn't good, bro. They wasn't good. They wasn't good, bro. And then once I get there, my rookie year, bro, we the 7th seed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Bro, we're the 7th seed in the playoffs. So I'm like, okay, I guess next year when they see I'm improving, they see it. And I played a couple games during the year and I was getting off. Like I played well. And that's why they still signed me the next year. So then the second year, they give me a deal, but then we hearing all these rumors. Kevin Durant,
I went from
Kyrie Irving want to join the team, and I'm sitting there like, oh damn.
Teasy was like, oh,
hey, listen,
man.
Hey, listen. I'm just sitting there like, hey, listen. I'm blessed to be able to see that show every night for sure.
Right.
But doggone, when my opportunity gonna come?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You wanted some tick. I'm already
I
knowing.
want some tick, bro. So I'm like, I've been waiting on this. So it came, and they still believed in me. They still gave me my chance, which I appreciate those guys to this day. They still gave me my first shot, my first deal, and Josiah, Sean Marks, all those guys. I still rock with them to this day, and it was just crazy, bro. Like everything flipped. It went from development to win now, because you got two of the best players to ever play this game. You know what I'm saying? So you had to flip that switch, and they challenged me. Like, listen, you got to be ready to go now. You know what I'm saying? Like
at any moment.
We're in the now right now. So you got to be. They want to believe in you, and blah blah blah. And we had a great me, Kai, Kay. We all had a good relationship. DeAndre Jordan, all those guys. So it was a good group, and like I said, it didn't end up working out. I got waived at the end of the year before the bubble, and everything happened for a reason, which was cool with me. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the first part.
I asked you this, so like knowing that you went there and you knew they were sorry, right? And then you get the KDs, the Kyries of the world. Knowing that now I'm not the guy. I got KD on my team. I got Kevin Durant. How do you still bring value to the team and making sure, like, you know what I mean? Like making sure you still doing something.
Yeah, for sure. And that was the biggest thing my rookie year. Right. I knew I wasn't going to play that much because you got D'Lo, who had an all-star year. Spencer, that should have been an all-star also. Like, he was hooping. He was hooping. And you got all that going on. And like I said, I'm a firm believer, if you're into the game and you're trying to help your teammates out at the same time, you're going to be more ready when your number gets called. So that was my biggest thing my rookie year, that I tried to bring to both teams that I was on both years in Brooklyn. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That's why they came. They saw our vibe over there. They saw we had a good time. They saw that what we were doing. We had a lot of young guys. We had Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris, guys who got paid. You know what I'm saying? Like guys who really could play, and they was having a good time, and we was playing the right way. So that attracted Kai, that attracted Kay, that attracted DeAndre Jordan. Like that atmosphere and that vibe literally attracted all those guys to come there. And it was cool, bro. Like, it was fun to be a part of. And I thank those guys that I was with my rookie year, Jared Dudley, DeMar Carroll, Ed Davis. They helped build that, because the locker room was so tight-knit and close together and a good group. It made it a lot easier to be on the floor and have a good time also.
Right. And I think that's what you do a really great job at in the league, right? Like, I think a lot of people in the league has egos. Everybody want to be the guy. Everybody want to be the guy, but don't really understand how important it is to be like that great locker room guy, the great professional, like all the other things off the court, making sure like the KDs, the teams and things like that, you bring in that good energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For
I think you do a really
good
job of that. And you know what I mean? I think, and I'm not in the league, but I think that's important, because that's how you stay around the league. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you stay in the league, really.
And people don't understand, like, staying in the league now, you really got, like, they really paying attention to, like, how you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, they paying attention to shit like that. So I want to say also, going to you, explain how that experience at Rock Nation was. I know you had a little internship at Rock Nation. Was that during college?
Yeah, that was.
I feel like you was doing
2016.
that. What did you do? What did you first do? Your first
outside of college.
Your first gig outside of college was the CP3 Academy, right?
Yeah, when I pretty much worked at the academy, but pretty much when I started working for CP3 LLC, I was doing all the day-to-day stuff. So like going to FedEx, and this is what people don't really understand. The sports industry is big, but you have to like, you got to work your way up. So at the beginning, I'm like going to FedEx. I'm shipping out stuff. I'm pretty much doing all the dirty work, whatever you need me to do, the little stuff, because that stuff matters. And when I always say this, when you want to work with athletes, it's important because the two biggest things, and you athletes, so you let me know if I'm wrong. You want somebody that around you that you trust, right?
You can count on.
Most importantly, you trust and you can count on. And two, somebody that you know that's gonna work hard and not gonna steer you in the wrong direction.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So working, so I knew that. So I was like, well, I need to show how I can be valuable. So you asked me, you want me to go to Starbucks? Because you want this coffee? Oh, I'm gonna go to Starbucks. Sure. You know what I mean? So that's important. And I think,
and that's the part that comes to ego. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your ego aside sometimes. You be like, bro, I'm a grown man. I'm not about to go get that coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, like, look where you are today. Just by going to get that coffee, they trust you. Like, look, he done been through the grind. He done did his time to get where he is today. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the part of the stuff that people got to understand in real life. Yes, you're not gonna like every job or every little assignment you get. You think I like not playing most of the time? No, I don't.
Nah.
But at the same time, people see value in what I bring to a team. And if people see value, like when he do get out there, he not hurting us.
Right.
And my thing is like, I'm just looking for that one opportunity. And my thing is, I know when I get it, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go, and I'm not turning back. Right. I'm not turning back. So what's crazy is I'm gonna keep going because I definitely got some things to say about it. So I get waived from Brooklyn, and I'm in my apartment in Manhattan, and I'm like, dog, gotta move from Manhattan where I'm going next.
Right.
Dog, I get picked up by the Knicks. I'm going down the street.
You're just going down the street. You just crossing over the bridge.
I'm just going over the bridge, bro. I'm not even I was already in Manhattan. So I'm just going down the street. But I stayed in I forgot what the place called. It don't matter no more. But the practice facility in the outskirts of New York. But go to the Knicks, bro. Once again.
They were sorry.
The Knicks?
Yeah, they were sorry.
They weak. I'm gonna get my shot at some point. At some point, I'm gonna get my shot. But I just played the Knicks.
Right.
We beating the Knicks. Actually, they beat us a couple times that year, my second year. They beat us a couple times our second year, but they weak, bro. They ain't make the playoffs. They wasn't making nothing. So I'm like,
you gotta have at least a moment.
Yeah. I'm gonna get. All I need is a shot, bro. That's all I need is a shot. And next thing you know, I get there, bro. We start hooping.
Yep.
We was cooking, bro. Like the city going crazy. And I tell you right now, them New York fans, they love them some basketball, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They still
really
rock with me to this day, bro. To this day, they still rock with me. I still rock with them.
That's the value that we talking about, though, that you bring. You know what I mean?
Yes, bro. Dog, they just love the passion and they love how I cared. Even though I wasn't getting the time, I was still invested fully, just as much as them dudes on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, dog, we start cooking, bro. Like, I remember we went on this winning streak. It was like 10 games and the city was buzzing. Like, buzzing. And there's no experience that I had crazier than I had game one against the Hawks in Madison Square Garden in the playoffs, bro. It was bananas. It was crazy. Like, I can't put into words how crazy that game was. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm blessed to be in this opportunity. And the Knicks ain't been in the playoffs since like what, 2014 before that.
Yeah,
so it's been a minute. So, and I'm just sitting there like, bro, I'm blessed to be in this opportunity, like to get this opportunity. And I'm like, oh, we got a good team. We got something going here. And I got a good feeling that they're going to bring me back.
Nope.
Come on, bro. Everybody on the team wanted me back.
Right.
Everybody. Coaches. We're not going to get that deep into it, but.
Right.
Not everybody wanted me back, but most people, I would
Most
say
of the people.
95% wanted me back. But, you know, that 5%.
That happens. That 5%
happens.
was a strong 5.
Hey, it happened to the best of us. And the thing was, bro, it's just like, I guess it's not meant for me to be here.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie. That one hurt though. That one hurt just because I'm like, we building something. Like we literally built a good, like something they were excited. Like the city was excited about.
The city, yeah.
And they brought back new players. And nothing was wrong with the players they brought. Like, yeah, Kemba, nice. Evan Fournier, good. Like a lot of good players. They brought some players back, but like I think they knew like what the core was. Like they kept a lot of it together. I'm not trying to give myself a lot of credit, but I feel like I was a very important piece to that. You know what I'm saying?
To the whole team chemistry and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes a long way. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, what's next? I'm sitting there all summer and nothing. I had nothing because I didn't play all year.
Right.
I had no tape all year. I had nothing. So I'm just sitting there like a sitting duck. And Boston gave me a shot and went to Boston, did training camp, played pretty well, but they still had their own agenda or whatever, it is what it is. It's the league.
Yeah.
And went on from there and played with Maine. And but before I get to Dallas, we're gonna go to you.
Before we go to me, I got a question.
Right.
How important do you think the G League was for your career? Because like I remember your G League games. Like you was cooking.
No, I was going crazy.
Cooking in
and
the
G League.
Thing
was, when I was in college, I wasn't that big of like a scorer. I was like a guy that like got guys involved.
I was a
guy who just made. I was a playmaker. I made the right plays. So the G League was really just a big time confidence booster for me. Like,
got you.
Like I really can do this. Like I really can go get buckets if I need to, and that's what it really did for me. And like I said, everything happens for a reason. Every situation is different, and I feel like it was really good for me. I understand like sometimes you like it's a demotion. Don't look at it like that. Like go get your shots.
Right. Nah, for sure.
Go get your shots. And I was blessed to be on the team with Long Island, who had a lot of veteran guys who just wanted to win too. Because if I go down there, I'm trying to win too. Like we lost in the finals or whatever, and from there on, everybody went on it, and everybody got deals from that team after that year. Everybody got deals because we was winning. So it was dope. Like the G League, don't look at it as like you literally just want to get some run, get your feel back, get some confidence. Because you sitting over there ain't gonna solve nothing.
Right. And I think that's what people don't really understand. Like,
yeah.
If you got a chance to go to the G League just so you can hoop, I feel like you should take it.
Go do it.
You know
just go hoop and then come right back.
Go
right back if you can. But when you started when you first got to CP3 LLC, when you found out they had the confidence in you and they believed in you, what was the biggest obstacle and the biggest change that you went through as far as like, all right, I got to be a little bit more focused on this aspect and I can't slip up here because then I'm affecting the whole company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when'd you figure that out, or was it something that you messed up on that locked you back in? Like, oh, I can't do that again, or almost slipped up on. I'm like, okay, I need to tighten up there.
Yeah, I think for me, I made a lot of mistakes, throughout my career and things like that. But one of them is when I was helping run Chris Social, I would misspell some words, right?
Got you.
But you got to understand, like, right, exactly. And that's the thing, right? But no, that's the part. That's the crazy part, right? Like dead ass though, and it's details, right? Yeah. Details being very detail oriented.
And Chris probably can't spell it either.
Man, like Yeah, he can spell. He's smart.
Yeah,
I will say that.
I just play.
The crazy thing is, for me, messing up and those mistakes like that. But one thing that really helped me when I helped with this project in the bubble, when Chris wore different HBCU shoes.
Yeah.
So I helped lead that.
Oh, yeah,
and
that was dope.
That was super dope, right? So it was one of those things to where myself, Courtney, Sag, like we really like was on calls every single day, coming up with all the logistics, making it happen and things like that. And that one project gave me like the utmost confidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, one, it's in the bubble. So that's what everybody's looking at right now. Because they had all the eyes on the bubble. Two, it's about HBCUs. I went to a HBCU. And three, they saw something to me, letting me lead it. You know what I mean? And making that happen.
Yeah.
So that project right there, still to this day, is probably one of my favorite projects I've ever worked on.
Yeah.
Right? So
it was dope, bro. It was dope. I remember. I think he had like y'all gave him like a HBCU jacket. Then he had an HBCU.
So yep. Courtney handled the clothes, his stylist. So pretty much whatever school we was repping that.
Yeah, I remember
game.
the shoes. I remember the jacket, and I remember the Hampton shoe. I remember the North Carolina Antique shoe. Did y'all do a Central?
We did a Central, and the dope part about it was all the schools that you just named and things like that are the big HBCUs. But we did like Lincoln. We did the little ones, Lincoln and things like that, showing them love. And I think that was and the crazy thing is, that was Chris' idea, right? So it was dope that he even like thought about the little schools as well. Because when you're doing things, you're just really thinking about the A&Ts, the Winston States, the bigger schools and things like that, but not understanding it's over 100 HBCUs in the world.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we can show as much love. You know what I mean?
For sure. And it was really dope. That was dope. I just know when I was looking at it, I'm like, there's no way they could sell these shoes because to make these has to be hard. They had to
it was crazy. So we Rolly out of Miami, he designs and customized shoes. So we pretty much took Chris' signature shoes, sent him a whole bunch. Yeah, and
he just made all different
thing.
Ones.
Yeah, he's super dope. Rolly's super dope. He's super dope.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? But
that's dope.
That was definitely one of my favorite projects, but also that project that gave me the confidence in the sports industry, knowing that like, okay, I can do this. You know what I mean? Now I can freelance and do it for others and do whatever, or making sure like I'm detail oriented now and paying attention and seeing how things move and how they ran and things like that. So that was super dope.
So now we get. No, it was though. But so now we get into pretty much closer to where we are now. This past year, like I said, I was in Maine, and then end up playing about 2 months with Maine, and we were nice. We had a very veteran like team. Like if we lost, we beat ourselves. It was one of those things, and we had a lot of guys who everybody on our starting five was on the NBA roster by the end of the year. That's how good we were. So it was crazy. So I'm with them, and I remember you remember all the E10s was happening. All the E10s, no, not E10s. What was it called? When everybody was getting sick, was getting in COVID protocol, and then
COVID?
No, I know COVID, but what was it called that everybody was getting? Like everybody was getting deals from the G League to go to the NBA. You remember what it was called? What was it called?
I don't know.
Kurt, y'all know what it's called?
10 days.
10 days. 10 days. Hardship.
Oh, the 10 days. 10 days. 10 days. 10 days. 10 days.
Yeah. So the 10 days were happening, right? So I'm like, we're about to go compete for money in Vegas for the G League. There's like a G League showcase. So we prepping for that, getting ready to go to that. And we're like, okay, let's go get us some bread. So we confident we about to win the joint.
Right.
Dog, the day we about to leave, I get a call from my agent, Ty Sullivan. Shout out to Ty and Simone. They got on me last time for not giving them a shout out. Y'all got your shout out. I get a call from my agent and he's talking like, yo, Dallas want to bring you. Dallas wants you to come for exhibit for 10 day. I'm like, bro, I leave today. Like, what do you mean? They want me to come? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So then Boston was like, yo, come to Boston.
Right.
We need you. And I'm like, this is tough because do I stay in the organization I'm always work with? Or do I go to the organization that like about to give me a fresh start? You know what I'm saying? So it was tough. It was a tough decision, but at the end of the day, I thought Dallas was a better opportunity for me. I feel like they wanted me. They were like, I was their first choice to come there. So they was like, they called me first. They're like, yo, we want you here. I was like, bet. Like we talked about it, like, well, I think that'll be the better option for you. So we did what we had to do, went to Dallas, and honestly, best decision, bro. Like the people in the organization, great. J Kidd, Coach Kidd, amazing, great coach, real. St. G, Jared Dudley, who I played with my rookie year, he's a coach now. I can go down the line, bro. Like just the people there, great. Mark Cuban, great dude. We're gonna have him on the show. I promise you. It was just like, it sounds crazy, but it literally felt like a match made in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Just like they accepted me for who I was. They understood my value as what I brought to the team. Like expressed it, not just to me, but to the media, to other people. Like, yo, we appreciate what Theo does because we didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I appreciated that so much, like mentally, because after 3 years doing that and having teams that weren't where they were the year before, and then we go to a level where, okay, everybody want to go there now, everybody wants to be there, and then you just get dumped off to the side like you had nothing to do with it.
Right.
It felt good when somebody came and like, yo, we appreciate what you're doing and we keep it up. We recognize what you're doing. We want to bring you back. You know what I'm saying? So like that was huge for me. So once again, I can't thank them enough, but that's the only thing that I've been really, that's been messing up my head this whole time I've been in the league is like, how do you continuously and take it for granted? And then when it's gone, like I said, when I left the Knicks, what happened?
What happened? Yeah.
And I'm not saying it, and I'm not sitting here saying it's because of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that was the sole reason, but you messed up something that had good chemistry, great flow in the locker room. And that stuff matters, bro. It matters. So when I got to Dallas, it was dope. I played early. And really the thing is too, I had to play because everybody was hurt. I mean, not hurt, but during COVID. So I played my way to the two-way spot that I got. Like they didn't just give it to me because I was a good person, a good teammate. I played my way to that.
Right.
And then after I played my way to it, they was like, yo, he brings more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, when everybody got back, the rotation guys, my minutes weren't there anymore. But I understood that. I knew I needed to bring something else to contribute to the team. So, like I said, as the year went on, we got tighter as a group. We got better as a team. As you can see, we went to beat Utah first round, beat Donovan Mitchell 4-2. We beat Donovan Mitchell 4-2 in the series. Utah, Don, I know you hear me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about Chris because Chris, our guy, even though we beat him in Game 7 in Phoenix. But I tapped the Cam Johnson, Game 7 at the crib. AJ, you was there. Sitting courtside. Yeah. You saw it.
Hey.
You left at halftime.
Yo.
You left
on
at
another
halftime.
Note. Hey.
Oh, yeah. Look at you try to change the subject. Like I said, then we got smacked 4-1 by the Warriors.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, bro. That Warriors team, bro, oh my gosh. They make you pay for every mistake.
It's cold.
They make you pay for every mistake. Nah, but On a serious
Speaking
note,
of, you know what I mean? Like saying that, they're like how you said team chemistry is super important, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's another reason it makes Golden State so good. Because you
Yes.
can just tell, like, they team chemistry is like,
Yeah, bro.
and I'm not in the locker rooms and I don't know them guys personally and things like that, but
You can
just see it on TV. You can just tell.
Yeah, they just get along. They get along off the court and on the court. They'll do whatever it takes for each other because how well they get along off the court. And honestly, that's what we got to. We got to that. But at the same time, we had nobody on our team that been that far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I personally believe we just wore down. Like, we wore down. Like, it was one of the things where it's like, doggone, bro. Like, it's a long journey. Like, we only played 2 series. We played 2 series and then that Golden State series, and we only went 5 games. We only played 5 games. Like, if you keep going, you got 2 more you got to play, 6 and 7.
Yeah.
And then you got the finals.
Right.
So it's a grind.
And them games intense too.
Intense, bro. They like you really don't understand the mental and physical aspects of playoff games, bro. It is a grind, dog. It's a grind.
When you even
if I wasn't playing, I was tired.
Right. That's what I was just about to ask you. I was about to say, like, did your routine change, like, from the regular season? Did anything change for you in the playoffs and things like that?
So when you're a two-way, you can't dress out during games. So I knew I wasn't playing. So I was scout team best player. You know what I'm saying? I was Donovan. I was Chris. I was Book.
Got you.
I was Steph. Which I guess I made them better because I was cooking. You know?
Hey, you was like using your bag.
Hey, listen, I was in my bag. I was doing stuff Don and Chris don't even got. You know? That was my hey, listen, I used that as my audition for the next year. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I was trying to get them ready for the playoffs, but I knew I couldn't go out there looking like no crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't seen me play that much, you know. So I used that as my audition also, which was dope. I got that opportunity, but yeah, bro, like that playoff Jones is a grind.
Nah, I believe it. I believe it. I didn't know, so that's another way to pretty much showcase your talent, like in practice and things like that. So and all the coaches and stuff is in there during that time, right?
Front office, coaches, everybody.
Oh, so everybody seeing
everybody locked in.
Okay.
And I tried to do everything I could as far as like helping everybody with personnel. I'm yelling out tendencies during the game just to, because you know when you tired, bro, you just out there like just stay in front of them and you just forget the little stuff, and that's what makes teams better. That's what makes Golden State so good. They remember the little things in their game plan and stuff like that. So that's what I was trying to help out with the most.
No, that's dope. That's dope because I mean it's more than just being a player, right? And we always know that, but like I think it's super. Like take Udonis Haslem, for instance, been in the league for so long because one, he probably a great locker room guy. He understands how important team chemistry is, and you see like he like the OG, so he getting on his teammates, holding them accountable, and things of that nature.
Miami Heat see that though; they understand,
right?
They understand that, and that's the difference between some organizations and others. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a firm believer in that. It's still a business, and I understand that. I understand that. Like if you feel like I wasn't helping or doing anything, you do what you had to do. I'm cool with that. But like, don't act like I helped out a lot and then just kick me to the curve.
Right.
Like it's gonna happen again. It don't work like that. So it is what it is. Like you live and you learn. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, brother.
That is true.
Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Episode 3. Everybody follow our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the it's on every platform, on YouTube. Go give us a like. We're gonna be back again. And we're not for sure yet, but hopefully next time we have a guest with us. We'll see. But
maybe. But just keep rocking with us too. You know what I mean?
Just keep. Hey, regardless, keep rocking with us. We're gonna keep giving you great content. We're gonna keep giving you great stories. And once again, we want to say thank you to everybody for supporting us, man. It really does mean a lot for us. It's been something we've been talking about doing for a long time. And now that we got it up and going, we're excited about it. And it's just gonna get better and better every single week. And we thank y'all. Peace.